Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, so today we've got a special edition Tears of the Kingdom OLED. Found this on eBay, obviously, and it was sold as no power, parts or repair. I haven't had a chance to actually look at this one. Normally, I'm like a kid when I first come in. I'm like, oh, let's see what's going on. Let's see if it powers on or whatnot. So let's do this together. Let's take a look. I did have a chance to kind of look at the screen to make sure there were no cracks or anything. The screen looks okay. The system is actually in really good condition. So let's jump into it and let's see what's going on with it. All right. So what do we get when we plug it in? Looks like a 0.12 amp draw. Let's look under the microscope real quick. Port seems to look okay. I don't see any lifted pins or anything like that. One last test, which with the port looking okay, and us testing it with the tail insertion tool, it'll just kind of give us an idea of what's going on. Sometimes if we have the open lines on here, it can be directly related to M92, which looks like we're missing quite a few. That's all data. Okay. Let's do this quick and easy. You know how it goes. All right. So on first inspection, looks really clean. The water indicator hasn't gone off. This little guy here. Let's check to see if we have any voltage in our battery. 2.5. Okay. Now, before we go any further, let me plug in a charged good battery and let's see if this guy will power on. Now, this one is, I don't know if this one's going to be enough to power it on, but let's try it. Might need to find one with a bit more charge in it. Yeah, I don't see anything. Okay, so much for that idea. Thought I had a good charged battery. I'll have to make sure that if we can get this guy working to at least charge one of those batteries up full. All right, let's see what we've got. Let me get this thermal paste and stuff cleaned up, and I'm going to break it down and get the board completely out. So let's do it. That's what I'm talking about. Quick and easy. So let's get under the microscope and let's poke around at some of the usual suspects. We're going to check around our BQ chip here. We're going to go to the back. We're going to check around our M92 right here. And of course, we're going to check to make sure that we haven't lost any fuses or anything like that. If we don't see anything there, we'll start around the max chips. So let's jump under the scope. All right, here is the BQ. Let's do a little testing. All right, let's take a look at our M92. Not seeing anything immediate. So let's plug it in with nothing attached. And let's see if we're getting an amp draw. Zero. Okay, it actually looks good. A little bit of an amp draw on this side. If I flip it back over, tiny bit of amp draw. Okay. Let's try plugging in our battery and see what happens. All right, this is a known good battery. So let's see what kind of reading we get. 0.4. So this battery is kind of low. Now that's a lot different than what we were getting with this unit plugged in. Could it be we have a bit of a battery issue? Tell you what, I'm going to let this charge just like this for a few minutes. And we'll come back and let's see if that amp draw has gone up at all. Okay, so it's been a few minutes and it looks like we're just kind of stuck at 0.48. And I do feel some warmth on the board. So let's jump under the thermal camera and let's see if we can see what's getting warm. So it looks like our BQ chip is getting pretty warm. 127 degrees. Don't see anything else getting warm. I could see the BQ through the back of the board. M92 looks to be pretty cold at the moment. So maybe we have a BQ issue because I don't really see any shorts or anything else on the board. But we do have plenty of BQ replacement chips. So let's pop this thing in a board holder and let's try replacing that BQ chip. And let's see what happens. Let's come in with a little hot air and let's see if we can get it off the board. Okay, so let's see what we can see. After the BQ chip, what do we got? Looks like 0 amp draw. Let's try the other side. 0 amp draw. Okay. So let's plug in this battery. We know it's not fully charged, but let's plug him in anyway. Let's plug our meter in. What do we get? 0.497, 499. Okay, so that's a little bit higher. Let's check to see if it's actually charging the battery. Okay, 3.97. Okay, so it does, yeah, 3.978, 3.79. Okay, so I'm going to leave it for a few minutes just to see if we actually go up to fast charging. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's coming up an amperage at all. So it's pretty much sticking around the same spot. Let's check one more time, see what our voltage is. And it's moving up, but it's pretty slow. Let's go ahead and replace our M92. Let's pop him off and put a new one on, and let's see if that restores the data. Nice. Get the reboot, and looks like it's fast charging. All right. Good enough for me. So let's get this guy back in the housing, and let's see what it does. All right. So let's plug it in and see what happens. Got our charge light. Can you see it? There we go. Okay, so I'm going to leave this guy to charge for a bit, and when we come back, we'll take a look and see if it's turned on yet. So this guy has started up. At least there's no parental locks or anything like that. Looks to be working. Let's see if the Joy-Cons will connect. Okay, there's one. And there's two. Nice. Let's check to see if they are charging, and they are. That's cool. All right, let me finish getting this guy put together. I still need to get the back on. I'm going to leave him charged and make sure that he connects to Wi-Fi and all that stuff, and I'll be right back. All right, we are back and we are reset, and as you can see, we've got our Wi-Fi. I have tested this on a dock while I was setting it up, and it does work. The only thing I haven't done is try game. So let's do that real quick. Is it just me, or are these opening credits not being able to skip them a little bit annoying, even though it's a great game? So we have a fully working Tears of the Kingdom Special Edition OLED. Very happy with this. The price was right on it. I'm glad you guys were able to join me. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I hope to see you guys again soon in my cave. See you next time.